On December 14, 2015, Flint, Michigan declared a state of emergency. Poor planning and deplorable decision making resulted in the city's water crisis. Thousands of residents have been affected by extensive lead exposure due to water contamination. Ultimately, Flint residents will suffer long-term negative health impacts from this irreversible neurotoxin. The facts of this tragic and preventable situation reflect a lack of critical thinking and a heavy reliance on confirmation heuristics. The concepts of decision making include the following. Define the problem. Research indicated that problems should be clearly defined with consideration from diverse viewpoints. If the problem is not accurately identified, a proposed solution will not remedy the true issue. In 2014, Flint government officials discovered disease-causing organisms in the water after switching to Flint River supply. They increased the levels of chlorine in the water to dangerous levels and enacted a boil advisory. This decision temporarily solved for merely a symptom of the problem. Identify and weigh criteria. Decisions typically have several objective goals to be achieved. Some are weighed with more importance, while others are negotiable. Flint had only one major objective: saving money on water sourcing. The financial bottom line was prioritized at the expense of water quality and safety of citizens. 12 people died from Legionnaire's disease as a result of ingesting the contaminated water. Choose a course of action. This step requires forethought and consequential analysis. What are the options to remedy the problem, and which one ultimately has a more favorable outcome? Under the pressures of public outcry and federal government criticism, Flint leaders failed to devote time and resources in properly weighing the options. As this crisis was unprecedented and lacked foundational guidelines, these leaders relied on descriptive decision-making rather than prescriptive. Furthermore, in consideration of prospect theory, these leaders considered the risk associated with monetary loss to be more impactful than the benefit and gain of a safe and immediate water source. The final outcome was not considered to be a key component as described by prospect theory. On January 12, 2015, Flint officials declined an offer to reconnect the safe water supply with a waived $4 million fee. In 1986, Trevino introduced a descriptive decision-making theory that stems from the relationship of one's moral development and their ethical decision-making. Flint officials overtly neglected their social responsibility to their constituents, indicating a lack of basic consideration for human life.